After 6 months, we finally have a new trailer for Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Let's do this.
We are at war. We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that.
A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive this.
You want these powers? Come get them!
Hey, Khaleesi!
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right,
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
we have one job to do. Save the world. Billy!
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me so you can take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing?
I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Alrighty, so real quick before I share my thoughts on it, go ahead and join me down below in the comment section. Let me know, what did you think about it? Also, if you didn't know, I have a second channel where I post clips from different live streams that I do, and I've done a bunch of videos talking about the DCEU, the reboot. What do I think about all of it? I'll link to a couple of those right up here if you want to hear my thoughts on all of that. I want to watch this trailer one more time, and then I'll let you know what I thought about it. Alrighty, so trailer number 2 put a big focus on the stakes, the threat posed by the villains, some of their motivation, and I don't tend to like to be the person that just screams the trailer showed too much, but this one did feel like it showed us some pretty important beats that probably are pretty late into the film, where Billy's like, hey, can you take my powers back? I know what I need to do. Billy, what are you doing? And then when you see him like flying towards something with a big wand that seems really important and saying the magic word Shazam as he does it, that feels like you're an important thing. And you put it in the trailer. So I just feel like there are quite a few of those like moments where everything changes. And when you give those away, that's to me when you're giving us your whole film. There's like 2 ways to show too much. One of them is to, like, your trailer's literally like a 2-minute synopsis of the film. And then, you know, besides the last, what's the exact last thing that happens, but everything, it's like beat by beat in order. And then you have ones like this that I couldn't tell you the exact beats of the film and how it comes together, but I feel like I'm going to know what's going to happen when certain scenarios play out. Because you showed me the big reveal of where Billy's at in these interactions of sorts. And like I said, I don't have a good vibe for exactly the structure of how it plays out, but there was quite a bit in there in this run. Kind of an interesting trailer because the first Shazam, part of what made it distinct and unique was that in a lot of ways it was a much smaller scale superhero film where it's a family drama and one of the kids in this new family just happens to have superpowers. But the whole heart of the film is about that family element. And then you, of course, have the superhero stuff where he's trying to figure that out. But it's not like this big, gigantic, grand threat in a lot of ways. And this trailer is selling the second one almost exclusively on the big threat, how the source of these powers is very angry that they have the powers and is going to destroy the Earth since they do have the powers. And so the scale, scope, size of the action looks much, much bigger. You had a handful of jokes in there, but not a ton of jokes in there. It's pretty light on humor, big on action and spectacle, which is also one of the reasons why it seemed like it was kind of showing a lot of the big moments, because it showed a lot of the big set pieces. But it, the other key, as I mentioned in the first film, was the heart, that family drama. And you didn't get a lot of that in here. There wasn't a ton of that side of things in this trailer, what exactly it looks like. There's maybe a little bit more in the first film of how they're kind of in their separate directions. So I wish they hadn't shown a few things in this trailer, but generally speaking, it did its job of like, oh, that looks like, man, they're ratcheting things up. They're cranking it up to that next level. And Zachary Levi's still on point with all of his comedic delivery, his childish, being the, superhero with the mind of a child, like all of that stuff, nailing it. I just hope that they didn't lose the thing that made the first one special, that it was about this family. It was kind of more around humor. I hope we don't have a shortage of superhero movies where a big city is destroyed by a gigantic threat. There's no shortage of those. So Shazam ratcheting up the scope and stakes and everything, making it more like all those other movies, doesn't mean the movie will be bad, but it could mean the movie loses what made the original fresh and unique. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that I hope what we get is it still has that heart to it, that family element. And even watching it the second time, I even noticed a couple details that I won't mention them just in case you didn't notice them. But like the nature that family, there's potential that I didn't expect that going into the first movie. That's the way to phrase it, maybe. I went in the first movie expecting big with a superhero. Zachary Levi could potentially be great at that, and he was. And then I was surprised to find, there's actually like a lot of emotion to this, and I don't want to lose that. Especially not for the sake of big spectacle, which we get in so many other franchises. Hopefully, they can keep that heart and that core, have the comedy, but then also have a more compelling threat that ties into the grander mythology. That'd be pretty cool if we could do that. So, trailer's job is to raise my excitement. And I think this trailer on the one hand made me like, oh, cool, it's getting big. And then on the other hand, it also made me go, oh, but don't lose it. Don't lose what made you special in the first place. That's what kind of I was feeling like, yeah. Oh, this is cool. Oh, dragons, he's fun punching dragons, magic, what? Oh, cool. And there's a bunch of them and they're bigger. Cool. Wait a minute. Don't forget about what matters. So I'm a little bit of both. I don't know that it shifted me. I have a certain level of excitement because I enjoyed the first one a good bit. I liked the previous trailer they put out. And so it did both things. It made me excited for this, but worried about this. So that's where I'm landing on this one. If you want to hear my thoughts on some of the stuff going on in the DC, EU and DCU, whatever the universes are called, check out my videos over there about stuff going on. Those are all on my second channel. Please subscribe if you like little news editorials and things like that. I'm posting a ton of stuff over there recently. Thank you so much for watching. Keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.